Hello, everybody. How's it going? This is another episode of the Drinking Corner. Today we are doing music, favorite genres, favorite songs, all that good stuff. And we're going to see what kind of, musical interests we all have and how they differ or how they're similar. All right. I am JDog, and tonight I'm drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade. I don't think you guys are drinking anything today, are you? Coke?
Actually,
Tea? Iced tea?
sorry to interrupt, Ron. I am drinking my own special blend of SodaStream Pepsi with some alcohol in here, but I'm
Ooh,
not
nice.
going to tell you what alcohol I put in here because I don't remember. I just remember grabbing a bottle and going, "This should be good."
So in
Was it
truth,
clear?
there's no alcohol in there.
I don't.
I have what's left of a Baja Blast.
A Baja Blast.
Matcha.
Nice. All right. So, how's everybody doing tonight? Tim?
I'm alive.
David?
I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I literally just get off work and I'm getting text messages from work to do more work off work.
Wait, hang on. What if this is somebody's first episode? Who just talked?
Rune?
Rune.
Well, I said Tim or David. I'm sorry. I'm used to it. Rune? BossFoss, depending on, who speaks first. How y'all doing tonight? Besides pissed.
I, BossFoss, will go ahead and go since Rune is stuffing his face. I'm doing good. It's been a very chill weekend. I filled out some job applications. Hopefully trying to get my job back at Starbucks. I haven't worked there in many years.
Lovely apron, by the way, for those of you who are audio only.
Yes. For those of you who are audio only, both JDog and Rune are wearing roundtable t-shirts because I imagine they just got off work. So to keep in the spirit, I went and grabbed one of my Starbucks aprons that I still own. With my name tag still on it.
I know I have my GameStop uniform somewhere over there too.
How about you, Rune? How was your weekend? So far.
I've had one day off this entire week. I've barely posted any videos on my YouTube channel because I'm just so fucking tired. And fuck you too, David. Beyond John moves tomorrow to Kansas, so he can't join us right now. You're muted and I can't see what you're saying. Your mustache has grown over your lips, so I can't read them.
But, I thought it was today. I thought he was moving on the 10th.
Well, yeah, okay, I guess, yeah, he's moving as of the point in time of what we're recording. He would have already been moved by the time this uploads on Monday. But other than that, I'm doing good. I am doing the video and training we're supposed to have done by today. That I'm already 4 minutes late on completing, so John's messaging me pissed off. So that's great. That's fun. Yeah, we're just wonderful time. Ready to do the podcast.
Wonderful time. All right, we're gonna hop into it. David, BossFoss, you can go first. So, what kind of music did you like as a kid growing up?
So, just to preface this real quick, as a kid, you're meaning to what point?
Childhood, like what music did your parents listen to? What favorite song did you have growing up? Or what kind of, like, were you a country boy? Or were you like 80s kid? Like what'd you like? You like Britney Spears, NSYNC?
I'm following now. So growing up until high school is when I'm gonna make the cut and say that at that point is when I started to develop my own taste and actually find out what good music was out there. Growing up, it was solely country for the longest time. I always listened to like Big and Rich, Brooks and Dunn. There was a lot of other artists that I listened to, but of course, as I'm talking, their names are like Dierks Bentley, a lot of older '90s country as well.
Mm-hmm.
Getting closer to high school age, my dad started introducing me to classic rock. The first albums that I owned was Quiet Riot's Mental Health, Van Halen, I think it was the Best Of album, and then Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Great albums. I definitely fell in love with the Pink Floyd sound for a while there. And then I started branching out and taking in more classic rock. And I would say now, especially that thanks to Spotify on telling me exactly what kind of music I listen to. You want me to run through the top 5 that I have? Because I have the list right here on my phone.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yes.
Number 1 is classic. What?
Sorry, continue on.
Okay. Number 1 is classic rock. Number 2 was pop punk. Number 3 was alternative rock. Number 4 was soundtracks. I think that was like soundtracks to movies, plays. And then number 5 was chill hop.
Was what? Chill
hop. Like hip hop, but chill.
Chill hop.
Like lo-fi hip hop.
Cool.
But apparently they call it chill hop.
I'd never heard that before. That's cool. Chill hop.
I do find it funny. Thinking about it, I don't listen to a ton of country anymore. Like when I do listen to it, I immediately reminisce and I'm like, oh yeah, no, I remember this song where Black Top ends, a whole bunch of other songs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I used to listen to country a lot too when I was growing up. That's when I'd go to my dad's house, that's the only damn station they could get was a country station. And it was just all day country playing in the background. I really liked it though. Go to bed listening to country.
Not gonna lie, you listening to country shocks me like a little bit. Just from what I know of you for the short time that me and you have known each other, I can't visually see you listening to country.
Oh yeah. I still do actually. Every once in a while when I'm feeling that, my dog died and my wife left me mood and all that. What about you, Ryunn? What was your genre growing up? Or favorite songs? What was your interests? I'm gonna kick your ass, by the way. I know you're not muted. Oh, he is muted.
I literally thought I was muted beforehand, so I unmuted myself.
I honestly thought you were fucking with us.
Me too, dude.
I'm just sitting here, I'm just following along. I'm like, the joke that he was talking about.
Oh God.
Nice.
No, so as I was trying to say, I'm gonna split this up into 3 parts because as a lot of people who know me know, I had a troubled youth. So I'm gonna split it up into part 1, which is my mom years from birth to 13. Then my dad years, which was from 13 to 15. And then my foster home years, which is from 16 to 18 for my childhood. So when I lived with my mom, we listened to a bunch of the oldies rock, like Black Sabbath and everything else she listened to. I used to go to sleep listening to War Pigs. Like as a kid growing up, yes. War Pigs was like my cradle song. We listened to a lot of Aerosmith. During the time I would say I was about 7, my mom's boyfriend started being on from like instead of the more rocker side to the more like wannabe white gangster personality. So it shifted from the old school like rock into like NWA. Eminem was hitting the scene, so there was like a lot of Eminem in my youth. My mom because my mom had me at 14 and a half, like right before she turned 15. So my mom growing up was going through that party like rock phase. So there was a lot of the newer stuff too, like Three Doors Down. We listened to a lot of Creed, Nickelback. Disturbed was something that we listened to a lot of. But during school, like on the school bus trips, we listened to a lot of country, and I ended up one of my like favorite songs as a kid that I still love listening to now. I think it's Kenny Chesney's "How Do You Like Me Now," or maybe it's
Toby
Keith Urban. Toby Keith.
Yeah.
"How Do You Like Me Now" was one of my favorite songs. Kenny Chesney's "Bullet," that like when I'm a bullet shot out of a gun. I think Bullet's the name of that one. And then Tim McGraw was obviously one of my favorites because the similar name, Tim and Tim. I was like, oh, it's a guy with my name. When I lived with my dad, my music genre changed a lot because my dad was a juggalo. So I got introduced to the Insane Clown Posse, and I listened to a lot of their music because my mom absolutely hated them. So during the time in between transitioning from my mom to my dad's custody to piss her off, I would listen to their songs on like loop and just had that like whole bad personality out of it. I was introduced to Tech Nine at that time. Still listen to a lot of Eminem. I listened to a lot more rock at that time as well, because that was like all my dad played was rock and rap. Country was kind of cut out at that point. And I would say at that point, I started listening to a lot of songs I'd find in games, one of which is Skrillex. I listened to a lot of dubstep at that time because it was around the years that was like hitting really popular. So one of my favorite songs during that time was Make It Bundem, which is from Far Cry 3 with Skrillex and Damian Marley. Best song ever. Used to get high and listen to that all the time. And then during the foster youth years, I started listening to a lot of stuff that Nicole would listen to. So there was Miley Cyrus, boy band stuff. I listened to a lot of theater things. I know Hamilton wasn't around at the time of this part, but it'd be songs from like Rent and stuff like that.
Yeah, there's the musical Beetlejuice, I think at this point probably was around for you.
Yeah, I think I can't remember when Beetlejuice came out.
I forget what year Beetlejuice went to Broadway.
Jesus Christ, John just messaged me again.
Beetlejuice the musical?
Yeah, it's actually really good, dude. It is cool, really, really good. They played at, what was it, the Tonys? They did it live at the Tonys.
They did one of the first songs.
That's really cool. I had no idea they had a musical.
But my genre, during the 16 to 18, my taste in music changed a lot and kind of started developing into what I have now because I quit listening to ICP. Granted, I still listen to some of their songs when I was in a really bad mood in a dark place. Nothing was better than a little boogie woogie woo, and you know, some of their more fun songs that weren't as bad.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, BossFoss. Now,
hang on one sec. Ryunn, what do you listen to now?
I think John's gonna get there. Let him continue his thought process.
Well, I had said my childhood, and I had said what I currently listen to.
Yeah, no, he's right. You were kind of leading up to now, so continue if you'd like.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Me?
Yeah.
Little old me. Okay. So the top music I listen to now is probably alternative rock. I listen to a lot of Gorillaz, and I can't quite place what their genre of music would be. So I'm kind of doing like alternative rock, pop, funk is kind of what they do. I still listen to a lot of Tech Nine, Eminem. I still listen to old school rap with like Biz Markie, NWA, Biggie, old school Snoop. I still listen to old school rock like Aerosmith, Zeppelin. I listen to a lot of Linkin Park. I kind of have just a mixed playlist, throw in some like smooth jazz of Louis Armstrong and Duke Ellington in there.
Oh, wow.
I granted, a lot of the music I listen to is on repeat, but I listen to a wide variety of stuff. Not as wide of a variety I'd say as David listens to, because like riding along in a car with David, you hear some really random shit you would have never heard before. But I kind of stick to a close net circle of songs I know.
So, David, what's off the top of your head? What are some of those random songs that Tim is talking about at the moment?
Off the top of my head,
Can you think of any random songs that probably I have no idea of?
I'm your best friend.
Oh, with Studio Killers? Yeah, Studio Killers has a lot of weird songs.
Studio Killers is probably
Jenny.
the favorite band you've introduced me to.
They have a song called Jenny. They have a song called Schoolyard Dance Off. All Men Are Pigs.
Bouncer.
Yeah. Ode to Bouncer. Like, you should honestly check out Studio Killers.
Yeah,
and then they're trying to have an internet show. I know the pilot came out, but I don't know if they ever made another episode. It's a really meta show. I guess I
explain to me. I know I've definitely asked this before. Please explain to me what meta is.
Meta?
Yes.
It's very aware of what it is and what is around the world. So in this case, the pilot episode, they don't know where they were coming from, but they end up in the Reddit system going to Planet Jeff, which is a subreddit on for Jeff's, I guess. Yeah. But they ended up in the Reddit system.
It's like you're speaking Taiwanese to me right now. I have no idea.
Are you not familiar with Reddit?
You gotta remember,
of the internet.
John is a little bit older than us.
Yeah, Reddit. I thought was like Wikipedia almost, or is it not?
It's like 90% porn.
Like 99% porn.
No, there's
okay.
a
93% porn, 2% educational stuff, 1% forums and information. Let's see, where am I?
That's what I thought it was. Mostly was like information. People like you can post on there your thoughts, opinions, stuff like that.
Yeah, you can do that too.
That's what I thought. I didn't know there was porn on Reddit.
There's porn on
everything.
Was
made
There's porn on everything. I mean,
welcome
Disney
to the
Plus,
internet.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, so let's get into if you can narrow it down to top three. What are your top three favorite bands of across all genres?
David,
quit muting your mic. You don't have to mute it.
He was talking. He was just starting to talk.
I was literally just starting.
You looked at it like, is it muted or not?
I know when I'm muted or not.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, sometimes I'm not muted. Never know when I'm gonna pop. It's one of those random occurrences.
Oh man.
I feel bad for our audio listeners.
For those of you listening, your audio is not messing up. Ryunn is just a dick.
David, would you like to kick this one off, or should I?
I mean, I'll be more than happy to kick it off. I know what my number one favorite is, and apparently I'm one of their best listeners. So my number one is ELO. I love ELO. ELO is an amazing artist with Jeff Lynne leading it. And the reason I say I know that I'm one of their top listeners is last year I was rated in the top 0.005%. Like
you did say ELO.
Yeah, Electric Light Orchestra.
Electric Light Orchestra. Okay, all right. I thought that's what you were saying. They're freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah, no, dude, that was. My dad didn't think I was going to like them, so he was purposely avoiding ELO. But he loves ELO, and he said, "All right, you know what? Here's a song that I don't think you'll like." I loved it. Studio Killers is also up there on somebody that I continue to go back to. You said you wanted me to narrow it down to 3.
Sorry, this one was supposed to be up when I did that.
No, I saw it.
Like,
Top 3. Top of my head. Third one that I know I have on repeat a lot. Wow. ELO, Studio Killers. I'll get back to you on that third one. Go ahead, Ryunn.
I really wish we could have little sound bites of these songs
I'll
Pull up Spotify, dude.
because I thought we'd be able to do that when I picked this subject. So kind of my
okay. Give me a quick second here. I'm gonna play something off my Spotify, and I want you to tell me if y'all can hear it.
Yes.
very lightly.
Very lightly. You said very lightly.
Very lightly.
Shit.
I can though. Let me boost my sound up just a smidgen.
Here, I'll play a song for you right now. This is gonna be Studio Killers Ode to Bouncer, and I'm gonna skip like halfway into the song.
Cool. Yeah, that's one I wanted to hear too.
Can you guys hear it?
We can't hear it all that well if we're being honest.
It's warble.
Here, let me do some editing, producing stuff real quick.
Oh, wait, hang on. Zoom just notified that realized I was playing music.
Did it?
Ooh. Yeah.
We're like, you better turn that shit down.
Okay.
Is that your constipated face, Tim?
Oh, I was ripping ass right now.
You got really red when you got close to that screen.
It's I think probably the saturation. No, I'm just straining.
Tim, if you enable screen sharing, I can pull up my Spotify and play the song through my computer for you guys.
Screen sharing is enabled.
I click on it, it says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Do it.
Try it now.
Do it now.
Do it now.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh my God, look at that. For all of our viewers who can see this, look at the drinking corner right there. Oh my God, a lovely podcast. You can also do Distractable. We're not sponsoring them or anything, but Wood Elf Media does great podcasts.
All right. Let me know if this comes through for you guys. Sort of.
It comes in very muffled.
Okay. Well, I tried.
We tried. I'll add sound bits into the editing process, but yeah, it's looking like it might be a little hard.
Yeah, it was worth a shot. David, did you come up with the with number 3, or should we bounce over to Tim?
I was sending it over to Tim, and then we started trying to get the music to come through. Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good. Let me just
The
curl
Killers.
my mustache here.
Killers.
Yeah. Studio
What?
Killers, ELO. Those are my top three. Not exactly in that order, but
Oh wow.
also I found out. Did you know that the Killers are a Christian rock band?
I had no
They're
idea.
Christian. If you go in to listen
got
to their
10
music,
minutes.
10 minutes. I know. If you listen to their music, knowing that they're a Christian rock band or thinking that they're a Christian rock band, you'll start to see it a lot.
I had no idea. Granted, I haven't really listened to many of their songs, but now I'm gonna have to check them out and see what's up.
Sorry, I'm fixing my mustache. Not all of us have perfectly trimmed faces like John.
All right, Timbo Slice.
All
What we
right.
got?
Well, everybody,
Hang on.
from on.
Do you want to deal with that first? I don't know where I am on your screen.
We still have 9 minutes and counting, so I'm gonna use up whatever time we have. If we have more stuff to do, we'll just wait a few minutes while the video renders, and we'll start a new one and do whatever else we have left during that time. And then I'll figure out what's wrong with this by the time we do the next podcast.
Okay.
Queuing back in for my pick of top 3 musical bands. We're going to go my number 1 favorite, which is really hard to place them above everybody else. Granted, the fact that like there's people I've been listening to since birth, but Gorillaz is my number 1 favorite band. And it sucks because I actually had tickets to go see them in San Francisco, and then I canceled my opportunity of going.
Damn, that would have been cool, dude.
It would have been really cool, and I was really looking forward to it. But between college and then the Disneyland trip in October, like I don't have the money to drive myself to San Fran and do everything there and afford a hotel or sleep in my car or whatever I was going to do to get there. And secondly, I don't even think my car would make it out there to begin with. So yeah, Gorillaz is like my number 1. Number 2 would obviously have to be Eminem because I grew up listening to him my entire life, and it's been the one consistency in my life. And number 3 is tied between Logic and Our Last Night. So Logic I like because he's another rapper that is just amazing. But Our Last Night, I was introduced to their rock covers of songs. And their favorite one is a Logic Suicide Hotline song that they did a cover of, which got me into their band. And then I've just listened to a lot of their covers and their personal music since then.
What's the name again?
It's Our Last Night.
Our Last Night.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Cool
name.
I will try. Give me a second. I'm gonna attempt to do what David did and see if it works for me at all. Can y'all see my Spotify?
Yes.
And look, Distractable, Super Mega Cast, The Drinking Corner. All right, I'm just gonna go to Our Last Night here. Like you can see, they've done Astronaut in the Ocean, Hot Girl Bummer, A, B, C, D, E, F, U. Oh, wow, the song I like's not on their top. Artist about, okay, I'm not gonna find it here. Will I find it here? Okay, so the actual song is called 1-800-273-8255, which is the suicide hotline number. Let me know if y'all could hear this.
Crank it. There we go.
I've been on the low, I've been taking my time.
Yeah,
wow.
it's in the
There we
rock
go.
band. That's what's going on.
It feel like my life ain't mine. I've been on the low, I've been taking my time. I feel like I'm out of my mind. It feel like my life ain't mine. I don't wanna be alive. I don't wanna be alive. I just wanna die today. I just wanna die. I don't wanna be alive. I don't wanna be Sammy, no one's heroic in my life, don't even matter. I know it, I know it, I know I'm hurt deep down, but can't show it. I never had a place to call my own. I never had a home. Ain't nobody calling my phone. Where you been, where you at, what's on your mind? They say every life precious, but nobody care about mine. I've been on the low, I've been taking my time.
So,
That was pretty cool, dude. I like that.
yeah, so that's a cover of one of Logic's songs. They obviously do a lot. They did Eminem's Lose Yourself kind of most recently,
Wow.
but they even have some of their own music that's really good. And then let's see. My favorite Eminem song, since we're going to do our favorite song by each artist, would be fuck, what's that one he did with Sia? I think it's called Beautiful Pain. Yeah, Beautiful Pain or Guts Over Fear. He did both of those with Sia that are both really great songs. And then for Gorillaz, apart from the like cliche Clint Eastwood or Feel Good Inc., On Melancholy Hill is probably one of my favorite songs by them. And then the song they did with Elton John, The Pink Phantom, is just perfect as well.
He did a song with Elton John.
Yeah, it was on their
That's
album that
cool.
they released during COVID.
Wow.
They even animated the music video in their art style, so you get to see Elton John in Gorillaz art form.
Oh yeah, dude. I didn't know they were still making music, to be completely honest.
Yeah, they just put out a new song called like White Cracker something, or I'm trying to remember what it's called because it literally just came out.
White cracker crumbs.
White Cracker Crumbs. Oh, it's called Cracker Island.
Cracker Island. Yes.
Yeah, it's called Cracker Island. But yeah, those are probably my 3 favorite bands right now that I listen to. What about you, John? What are your 3 favorite that you listen to right now that you could sum up in 2 minutes and 30 seconds?
Let's go down to David real quick. Did you say your favorite songs? You said
I did
artist.
not, no.
You
I
said
will run through
artist.
them real quick. I will not explain why I like them. I'm just going to quickly explain it. ELO is Fire on High. Studio Killers is who are they? It was. I'll come back to that one in a second. And then lastly,
That's such
the
a good
Killers
song.
themselves was Spaceman. I had it queued up in my phone. There we go. Friday Night Gurus is what I had put for Studio Killers.
That was really quick. All right, so I'll have to say, let's see here. My top 3 bands that I can listen to all the time for today would have to be probably my number 1 Christian metal band. They hit hard, dude. They hit really hard. Like they have some, soft melodies in there every now and then, but
Is their name Christian metal rock band?
what's
Or
that?
is it Seether?
What is it?
Is their name Christian metal rock band?
No, I said for today.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Okay, I got you. Sorry, I thought you were meaning just for the podcast. You're like, all right, yeah, my answer.
Well, for today, I would have to say no, they are for today. It is a great metal band to get in. Like that have to be my number 1 Christian metal band and number 1 metal band right there. Let's see here. Another Christian artist. I wasn't really aware that he was, but NF. I'm sure you guys know him.
Yeah, I really like NF.
Great
as well.
music, dude. Love his rap.
I love the fact that he's a clean rapper.
Yeah, he is a clean rapper, and he can
goes
rap,
hard.
dude.
He
He
goes
does.
hard.
He can rap hard, and it's a lot of like life experiences, and that's one that I go to when I'm feeling kind of down in the
Not
gutters.
to interrupt you, but we have maybe 20 seconds left before this call ends.
Okay.
So give me a minute. I'm gonna let the call end. And we here at the Drinking Corner are gonna take a momentary break. So, hello everybody, and welcome back. We're back from our momentary break of smoking crack. Technical difficulties. Yeah. After the lovely word with our non-sponsors, John, would you like to take the floor again?
Yes, I would. Well, thank you.
Groovy.
So I believe I was saying For Today was my favorite metal band. NF was my favorite rapper. So there's two. And then I got to go way back because the ones I used to listen to all the time were Green Day. Like,
Oh my
old school
God,
Green Day,
yes.
dude. Freaking
Do
I don't
you
know,
have
dude.
the
I listened to
time?
them like a little too much when I was younger, but they're one that I could go back to any time of the day, any day.
Bro, I burnt
Listen
my
to-
mom out on Green Day because
Yeah,
whenever we go on
so
car
did
rides,
I.
I have to play Basket Case. Like in the list of songs that I play when I go places with my mom, Basket Case is always in like the top 3 songs that get played first.
Yeah. Have you ever listened to the whole Dookie album that's on?
I have not, no. I've never listened to a full album, but I have songs in each album that I do like. But that's also because Green Day, I want to say, was a little bit before my time. Like I was really young during their heydays.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get introduced to Green Day until I started living with my dad. And my dad was like, "Oh, you know Boulevard of Broken Dreams, obviously."
Yeah, that
You
was
know their
the
other song?
American Idiot album.
Yeah, I was gonna say for the longest time, the only songs I knew by Green Day was American Idiot and Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Nicole introduced me to Holiday, which was one of her dad's favorite songs.
Fucking love that
And
song.
then 21 Guns. I think it's called Killed the DJ is another one of theirs. And then obviously my favorite, Basket Case.
I know a few songs from after American Idiot, but that's kind of where I stopped like really listening to them a lot.
I know they went on tour like right before COVID hit, or it was like right after COVID was like going away. They went on tour with a bunch of people, and I really, really wanted to get tickets to see them.
Yeah, I just saw a video actually. They were playing somewhere big, dude. Like there was a lot of people there, and they let this guy come on stage. I think it was his birthday or something, and he could play guitar. And they had an extra guitar up there, and they gave it to him, and he played a little part of the song with them, dude. And he's like, "You can have the guitar, man. Happy birthday!" Shit, he got to go up on stage and play with Green Day, dude. It was bad.
His Billy Joel's son plays up there with him. The last like video I saw of them being on tour more recently,
Really?
his son was playing with them.
That's cool, dude. I bet he's just as good as his dad is. Yeah, so Green Day is probably, I'd have to say, like one of my number one, like up there, number one, number two, you know, because
For your past or current musicians.
past, yeah. But like I said, I can listen to them any time of the day. It gets me going, puts me in a better mood for sure.
I just gotta say, if I'm having a shitty morning and I need that energy, I just do Basket Case, and it's like I just get riled up from it.
Yeah, definitely one of their best. That American Idiot album though, it's like a story. Like every song kind of goes in.
Yeah, I know they did a musical.
Yeah,
Like a few years ago, Chico State actually did the Green Day musical.
Yeah. And
for American Idiot.
Remember that song? It was Saint Jimmy. I think it's like an 8-minute long song, dude. It's really cool.
Nice
one. Any other things you can think of right off the bat?
So right off the bat, as we were kind of talking in our break, I had that teenage emo phase. So there, as I was trying to show you that Screamo, Broken Clyde was one of the people I listened to in the past. And like, I don't like them now. Like when I hear them now, I kind of just laugh and reminisce about it. Cause it was a good type of bad. Like I would listen to their music still. Yeah. Broken Clyde. They did like some Screamo song covers, but then they had other ones. They're just like a really high sexual.
Oh, that's perfect.
For those of whom who aren't watching the podcast on YouTube, David just came out in full hipster barista. David, you got to grow your hair out for a man.
That's
bun
like
if you're gonna go
lumberjack
back to
gone
working out
barista.
there. You got to grow your hair out in a man.
I am
bun.
not. My hair does not grow to that length. What it does is it goes to Justin Bieber style, and then it just stays there and it just gets thicker in Justin Bieber style.
Hey,
But
at
it
least you
refuses to
grow
let
hair.
me.
You just do the top man bun and then you brush all the rest straight down and just kind of like
It won't let me.
Into an emo phase when you're like, oh, I hate the
Yeah, bro.
world and
It's,
everything's dark.
You want that caramel macchiato or what?
So John, maybe you would know him during his E3 days when YouTube first started, but do you know who Ray William Johnson is?
Mm-mm.
So he's a YouTube personality who has a musical band called Your Favorite Martian. And he has really funny songs on his YouTube channel. And I'll have
That's
to
like
share that to you.
comedy
as well.
songs. That was cool.
Huh?
Comedy songs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Obviously growing up,
love some good
listening to
comedy
Weird Al
songs.
Yankovic.
Oh yeah.
You had to. Poodle Hat, favorite album.
Oh dude, I used to have the Poodle Hat album. That
I did
shit
too.
was
I bought
awesome.
it for Couch Potato specifically, and then loved every other song on that album.
Yeah, that was a really good album. I like when he did that one song on there. It was like a mashup of all different songs.
The mashup of all the hip hop songs.
Yeah,
That was in. I think it's called like the polka something.
that's
where
it.
he did them with the fucking what's that musical instrument called?
The accordion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a polka mashup.
Did you know he has a movie coming out like they did for Bohemian Rhapsody and all that?
Yeah,
Daniel Radcliffe is playing him.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see it.
which is weird that they chose him. I mean, he looks a lot like him, but Weird Al is very tall and Daniel Radcliffe is pretty short.
I think they did it for that reason because it's supposed to be a comedy as well.
But he looks the part, dude, for sure.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it.
Obviously, I listened to a lot of gangster rap as a kid.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I listened to a lot of G Unit and 50 Cent.
You ever
Like,
listen to Eazy-E?
Huh?
You ever heard of Eazy-E?
Of course, I've heard of.
Yeah, I listened to Eazy-E, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Ice Cube. I listened to all that stuff when I was like 7 years old, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was about the same age listening to Snoop Dogg, Nate
I was
Dogg.
way too young to listen to that music.
Who was the other family member of Snoop's that did music? There was Snoop Dogg, Nate Dogg, and somebody else that I can't remember.
Bow
the name.
Wow.
No, but funny. I listened to a lot of Dr. Dre, The Chronic.
Oh my god. Great. album.
My mom's boyfriend listened to a lot of Mike Jones, who I could not stand.
Mike Jones.
Another I hated that.
Oh.
Fucking hated that, dude. My mom's boyfriend would go around everywhere in the fucking car. He'd drop us off to school, and before he leaves, he'd be like, "I'm Mike Jones, bitch," and fucking leave. And it was like the most embarrassing, fucking stupid thing ever. One consistency apart from Eminem was T-Pain, and I still continue to listen to T-Pain now, and I love T-Pain.
I never really listened to T-Pain. He was the auto-tune guy, huh? Yeah. He was more like featured. I heard him a lot when he was featured on other songs, but I never really.
Back when Akon was a thing.
That one song with Akon and Young Jeezy, I think it was, dude.
Bro, when Akon, I remember when Akon first came out and my mom played all of his songs.
Yeah,
and just
really
like
big.
he was really big, and then I don't know why he fell off. He just kind of dropped from the face of the earth, and I haven't heard a song from him.
Never
in
hear
years.
anything about him for like the last 15 years, maybe.
He's gonna have a comeback though. Watch. He'll have a comeback. We'll have to wipe it off of David, but he'll be there. Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. How about you, David? Any other last minute entries?
Yes. So While we were on our technical difficulties and all that, I of course went into my Spotify to show you guys songs. I stumbled upon a bunch of songs and artists that I really feel deserve to be mentioned. Theory of a Dead Man. There's a few songs of theirs that I enjoy listening to. The Weeknd. He's got some pretty good
new
songs.
song, dude. I don't know how new it is, but the blind song or whatever the fuck it's called.
Blinding Lights.
Blinding Lights, yeah.
I know it's a few years old because I was still
Love
living
that
with my
song,
parents
dude.
when-
Okay, I do gotta say,
like an old 80s song.
Yes.
Music.
what One Republic.
One Republic, yeah. 21 Pilots.
Macklemore.
Katie would kill me if I didn't mention 21 Pilots. Also,
Street.
Mayday Parade. So Katie's favorite band is Mayday Parade, and when I was trying to win her over, she was like,
Way to
"Here's the
sound like
music
an
I
old
listen
man.
to." Romance or whatever.
When I went to Schwooner back in my day,
When I went to go romance the woman,
I played a little
she
bit
mentioned
of
that Mayday Parade was her
Mayday
favorite. So I'm
Parade.
like, all right, yeah. So I'm looking through Mayday Parade songs, and I found one. And
These guys
I-
suck.
I've already what?
No. As I said, you were like, wow, these guys suck.
Well, no. So I didn't want to sit there and listen to the songs to find lyrics to choose. So I chose one song at random, and I just looked at the lyrics, and I was like, oh, hey, this is perfect. The line that I used was, "Is it too soon to say perfect?" There's a little bit more to the line, but I used that line on her, and she came back with, "Oh my God, you actually listened to."
She goes,
Mayday
take me
Parade."
now.
Yeah, but when I was talking to her about it, because she knows now the truth. She says, "Yeah, that was at the point
You
when
were
I
a
realized, you know
poser.
what? Maybe I should actually give this guy a chance because he actually listened to the song." I have since gone through and actually listened to the song, and I thoroughly enjoyed them. Went to a concert recently for them. Going on to the next person on the list, and I'm sorry, I'm definitely going to fuck up her name. Idina Menzel. You guys know who she is?
Cricket sounds.
She's Elsa.
Oh, let it go. Let it
Yeah.
go.
Let It Go, Into the Unknown.
I've never
Jumping
watched
back
Frozen 2.
into like classic rock, Golden Earring,
Oh, yeah.
Red
Wow.
Our Love, Vanilla Queen, both absolutely love them. Chalk Eaters, they're more comedy. One that you should definitely look up is called Doom Crossing Eternal Horizons, which
Is that by Chalk Eaters?
that's by the Chalk Eaters.
Yeah.
So Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing New Horizons released on the same day. And there was a very nice, like, the Doom Eternal people are like, yeah, we love Animal Crossing. We hope you guys were very successful. And Animal Crossing came back with, hey, we love Doom Eternal. It's a phenomenal game. We hope you guys have a lot of success in the future. That was really good. And I'm gonna list one more, and then I'll pass it off. Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh, yeah.
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 Oh, yeah.
Okay, John, please
New Bring
tell
Me the
me.
Horizon or old Bring Me the Horizon? Because it's like night and day with them.
I believe it's the older version. I haven't listened to any of their new songs. I don't think.
Dude blew his vocals like really bad, and now he can't
Yes,
sing like he used to. Yeah. All right, you win for that. No,
Oh, okay.
Okay,
What were you gonna say,
John,
Tim? 'Cause I heard you
John.
say-
So this is something I was just scrolling through my Spotify list, and I happened to find something that was like one of my favorite songs as a kid. This was like my 6th grade anthem. Please tell me you know this song Fully Alive by Flyleaf.
Yeah.
Fucking loved that song.
Yeah. Yeah. Flyleaf was the shit, dude.
I'm scrolling through a lot of my old stuff. I see a lot of Hollywood Undead. Because this is the Spotify I had back in high school as well.
I was surprised you didn't mention them because I know you really like them.
Bro, I regret eating Taco Bell. I'm so
If you're
sorry.
wondering if that was caught by the camera or the audio,
Probably both.
Oh, Jesus
Probably
Christ.
A little splatter coming out of there.
Splatter. Yeah, no, I love Hollywood Undead, and it was like I wanted to put them in my top 3 of current, but like I listen to Gorillaz at least every day. I listen to Eminem not as much as I used to, but I still follow him a lot. Like from D to the LBC, his newest song that just came out. I like stay up on tune with it. But I was gonna say, as of late, it's just been Gorillaz, Our Last Night, and then Hollywood Undead.
Was it you that told me Eminem is making a curtain call
2.
too?
His newest album will be Curtain Call 2.
Yeah, that's
What
really
it seems like he's
that was a good
doing
album.
is he's taking his albums that had a story and he's making sequels to them. Because the first one he did was the Marshall Mathers LP 2, in which he continued the song Stan, another really good one by him, with the song Bad Guys and everything. So I think he's gonna follow suit. Which, if don't get me wrong, but wasn't Curtain Call the one that had the song Fack on it? Like that really, really, like he even admitted that it was like a throwaway song. It was his greatest hits album, and he put the song Fack on there.
yeah, it's the second song.
On Curtain Call?
Curtain Call. The hits. Deluxe.
He said he continued Stan?
Yes. So
What?
in Marshall Mathers LP2, there is a song that's called Bad Guy, which is in the perspective of Stan's younger brother.
Wow.
You know, the one that was left after he killed himself and his wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did a song where Stan's brother Matthew goes and hunts Eminem down as an adult
That's
and
freaking
goes
cool.
to kill him.
I'm gonna have to check that out, dude. I had no idea he continued that song.
The Marshall Mathers LP2 is probably one of my favorite newer albums that he did ever since he got clean. So from Relapse all the way to the last album he put out, which was I want to say it was Revival, but I don't think it was Revival. Oh no, it was Music to Be Murdered By Part 2 was the last album he put out. I'd say the Marshall Mathers LP2 was probably his best album.
That dude does way too many songs.
I have
All he does is
One-
record music.
one more artist,
Lots of albums.
and this one's gonna solidify my win.
Fuck you.
The Beatles.
Hmm.
You gotta respect the classics, man. They spanned across decades. They literally changed up their sound throughout the entire career.
You're just reaching for that win, aren't you?
Iconic.
I do have to say it would be a lot easier to pick a winner if we were able to do
Sound bits.
of these songs that I have no idea about.
Yeah.
But
Let
me see what we got here.
I'm just gonna rattle on while you tally stuff up. Is that okay?
Yep.
I'm just gonna do a little bit of rambling. So do you guys remember the old school game Twisted Metal?
Yes.
I can't say I do.
Are you being sarcastic?
Yes, I am being
Okay.
sarcastic.
I was like seriously about to cry. Did you guys ever play it when Rob Zombie was the main character in it? And he did the song Dragula for it? It was 3. Yeah, I listened to a lot of Rob Zombie back then, and Dragula was my favorite fucking song for a while. That and Living Dead Girl. Then as a
I
teenager,
believe it was 3. It was either 2 or 3. I think
it was one of
Yeah, I
the
don't
earlier
remember which
ones
one.
where he was like the character and his actual vehicle was the Dragular.
Mm-hmm. It looked almost like the Munster Mobile.
Through the witches. Yeah.
Yeah, you know he bought the Munster.
Yeah, he bought the rights to it, and he actually bought the rights to the movie, and he's releasing a new movie
Yeah,
for the Munsters.
yeah. Interesting. I'm very curious to see how that turns out.
How do you like
Oh,
his
that's your hand.
movies?
Okay. Hang on.
That's just the
all I
penis
see is
emoji.
like something kind of like start creeping on your screen. I'm like, what the fuck is going on John's screen, and how is he being so chill about it? Sorry.
It's all good.
I thought it was like a kid or a cat in the background about the.
I did not hear what you said. What'd you
I
say?
thought David was gonna say something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no,
I'm gonna sit here and pretend like I was
Calculating? Oh, okay.
calculating scores.
Tally up them fake marks that we all earned for our wonderful conversations on music history and all that.
Would you look at that? It's a draw.
Oh shit.
Look at that. What shall we do?
Oh no, the host has won. Here, hold on. I got an idea. This is what we'll do. I'm gonna create a poll. Choice one. This is what we're gonna do. This is how we'll decide it,
This is how we
everybody.
win the game right here. Favorite non-pornographic magazine to masturbate to.
What?
I don't think I've ever. I've
I was
never
to say
used
Good
a
Housekeeping,
magazine.
man. Have you ever seen Step Brothers?
No,
I was about to answer that honestly.
I have not seen Step Brothers.
You haven't seen Step Brothers, bro?
What?
I don't watch a lot of movies, and that is one of
Wow.
the things that Katie really doesn't like.
Well, there's a poll up for anybody who wants to participate. And I'll keep it clicked down so that way I can't see the answers. Because apparently, as the creator of the poll, I can't make a vote. So you two get to vote on the poll. I feel like it was a necessary easiness.
I
wish we had more
have
people.
voted.
John, let me know when you vote.
I just want to see how this goes.
Did you vote?
I voted.
Okay. Let me just share the results with you guys. We got
I knew he was gonna vote for you, dude.
we got nowhere.
I knew he was gonna vote for you.
Okay. John, do a series of questions, random questions off the top of your head, and we'll answer the 3 questions. Whoever gives you the best answer for those questions wins.
I think I'm just gonna have to say, David, I love you, man, but I think Tim got this one.
I completely agree with you.
Because I can relate more to his music. And that's like I said, I wish we could have had audio so I could have heard and kind of like judged on.
I feel
the different songs.
even if you had heard the audio, you still would have vibed more with his music than mine. Apparently, I have a very unique.
Even though I love ELO, that was one of your top 3. Love them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say.
I was gonna say my musical taste spawns from like random joyfulness to severe depression to just like what the fuck's going on here.
Mine is just whatever I happen to be in the mood for. I have a long playlist of like 300 songs and climbing.
Well, on the bright side, as winner, I could
on Spotify.
Huh?
Can you do random on Spotify and just like get like random shit they suggest?
They have daily mix things that play artists that are similar to people that you listen to. They have like a bunch of different categories and stuff. That's actually what I listen to my podcasts on. which anybody listening to this could also find our podcast on Spotify.
I have a playlist that is 18 hours long. I have a playlist that is 14 hours long. None of them contain the same songs, and I keep them on shuffle.
Wow. That's really cool.
Yeah, I honestly really love Spotify as a musical playlist. And that's not us trying to sponsor the glorious Spotify at all, but I mean, if you want to sponsor,
I pay for Spotify Premium, even though I get free premium from Xbox Game Pass. And then a perk of working at Starbucks is you get Spotify Premium. That's how I started getting Spotify Premium.
Guys, I hate to cut it right here, but I gotta get going.
all right. Just to fill you in real quick, next week's topic is called Summer Days. And I will be putting a description of what I'll be looking for in the group chat for you.
Summer days.
Yep. Being the fact that we're already a few weeks into summer and none of us have talked about summer
Yeah.
and all that
Talked about
stuff.
summer
My
Yeah.
birthday is
Anyway.
actually the official first day of summer.
Ooh. I'm picking your nose right now with my mouse cursor. Playing with your brain.
All right, guys. I gotta
Okay,
go.
ladies and gentlemen, while JDog leaves, I will close us out of the podcast. Bye-bye, John.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you guys and gals.
Y'all have a
so
good
much
day
for-
now.
oh, okay, John, just go away. Go. Bye. Shoot. Leave. Get out of here.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
Later, guys.
Later. All right. Well, as the unanimous winner of this amazing podcast that JDog hosted, I will be doing the outro. So thank you, everybody who listened or watched the podcast. Remember, you could catch this podcast on any of your streaming services, whether it be Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, all that other good stuff. You can find the video version where you could actually visually see us talking, doing everything that we do visually in the podcast, even though like it's for people to listen to and we make little funny faces or hand gestures and stuff like that.
Costume changes.
Our costume changes to be a more hipster barista during the podcast. You never know. But we do appreciate everybody who listens, everybody who supports us. One day we'll thank our future sponsor of, whatever the product is, and we'll give funny ads and we'll be successful podcasters, because we all know I wasn't a successful YouTuber, but you can find the channel down in the description below. You can find all the links to the social medias for the various people who are part of the Nerdgasmic Goodfellas. We hope you have a wonderful day, beautiful night, sleep well, eat all the meals that you're supposed to eat in a day, and take care of yourself, you beautiful creature. We'll see you next week in Summer Days. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.